Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense set on first down. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They want to run it left here. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Running with power. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things to
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Broncos with the 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. Touchdown, Broncos! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
There he goes. Open it up. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throat, and they gashed you.
Give to the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff to the single running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boise State 14, Miami 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the Hurricanes will move the sticks. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Trying to find his man on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Canes will hustle to the line. The give on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense back out there ready to give it another spin. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Leaves it with the running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's off to the races at the 30. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Broncos have taken it inside the 20. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, going up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other.
Pulls it in on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wide out in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On second down, just keeps firing. Back open in the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Broncos are flying down the field. They're going to run it to the right. Showing off the arms. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Fast motion from the offense. It's reverse. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
In the end zone.
What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught them in it. The defense didn't have an answer.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Rios. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this?
And he's running in the open. Inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's fouled. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Boise State 23, Miami 15.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Snap it to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Broncos line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They feed him again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Gain of 3. Third down coming up.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's battle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You know, this guy just has a nose for getting first downs. That's a big risk and gamble there on fourth down, middle of the field. But this guy we've seen in this game already rip off some big runs. I don't know if anywhere as big as the one you just saw, though.
To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Working that left side now. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Twelfth play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch past the sticks. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hines is back in the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Miami.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it comes down to the 2-point conversion.
Great execution, great play calling. Now it comes down. Very little time on the clock to your 2-point conversion. The thing you practiced throughout the week, the things your coaches told you was going to decide this game, was going to come up big. It's go time.
The last touchdown only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game.
Flip it.
He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
Now that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, David.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game to get you the win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.